1, 2, 3. Do you have a fucking warrant? This is very important because we live in a fascist dystopia. And because we live in a fascist dystopia, this next author is a goddamn motherfucking real-ass hero. I love this man. I fucking love this man. And it's not just this very, very good, generously poured cocktail that you should buy one of. No, I fucking love this man organically in my real veins. He is a journalist. He is a guardian of the fucking truth. And he is doing everything he can to fight the fucking lies we are hearing from day to day. Nick Robinson is a fucking hero. He is also a very, very good writer, a great human being, a great organizer, and a gift to our community. I love Nikolas Robinson, and hopefully you too will love Nikolas Robinson because he's coming right up here to read, and if you don't, it could be awkward. Thank you for your time. Nick Robinson, an American hero.
Fuck you too, Garrett. Well, that was fucking awkward. It only goes downhill from here, folks. So I'm gonna read an excerpt from a novella, "You Will Be Consumed." It came out 2021. It seems appropriate to follow Scott with this. So where we're picking up here is a gentleman has gone back to a trailer with a girl that he works with. And he's been interested in her, but he never knew if it was reciprocated or not. And that's where we are now. By the time they retire to the battered and stained mattress on the floor of her bedroom, she's taken only a couple more bites, none more substantial than the third she'd taken from his abdomen. Dave undresses quickly at her insistence, watching as she does the same. She lays back on the bed and pulls him down with her. Their combined sweat stinging the fresh wounds, he nevertheless focuses entirely on where their bodies converge, and her hunger for him takes on a wholly different nature. This, now, is the sort of thing he'd been expecting when she invited him over. He loses himself in the sensation of thrusting into her, the movement becoming more frenzied as they continue. She whimpers and moans with pleasure, and each noise escaping from her lips brings him closer to losing control. Anne feels him tensing and preparing to pull out, and she tightens her thighs around him, her arms bracing behind his neck. She draws him deeper into her as the muscles inside of her squeezing until the pulsing within her is milking him into her. Dave mumbles an apology, feeling panic that he's just come inside of her without any protection. She kisses him to shut him up. She retains her hold on him, forcing her muscles to continue throbbing around him until he's past the point of oversensitivity and he's grown hard again, thrusting into her all over again. The next time she feels him preparing to ejaculate, he doesn't even try to separate from her as she knew he wouldn't. Together, they force him even deeper as he explodes into her. And I just lost my page. It's around there somewhere. I'll just randomly pick another page to start with.
Change places?
Change places! Alright, truly spent this time and beginning to feel exhausted. He collapses into her as gently as she knows he can, breathing heavily, his sensitive injuries burning as salt is forced into him. Still, he remains inside of her until the absence of an erection causes him to slide out. Finally, he rolls off of her and rests on his back, glazed eyes staring up at the ceiling until, without knowing it, he's fallen asleep. Smiling her predatory smile, she drifts away to sleep herself. He waits to Anne biting into his thigh, her hand caressing an erection that surprises him almost as much as a new wound. No light enters through the blinds. He knows it's still night, but there's nothing in the room that tells him the time. She bites again, and still chewing on what she's torn away, she straddles him. At first, she simply rocks herself slightly forward and back, letting him feel the heat and the wetness of her all over him. When she's confident that she's thoroughly distracted him from the pain of his injuries, she reaches down, taking his cock into her hands and guiding it back into her. She bends forward as he's fully enveloped by her and kisses him. A tiny bit of gristle from her latest attack, still unswallowed, is passed between their mouths before she finally gulps it back down. She raises herself back up so that she can take him deeper. Impaired and almost delirious, he hardly even notices when he's ejaculated. She remains on top of him until she's confirmed that she can't coax his weary fresh flesh into going another time. Lifting herself off of him, their mingled fluids dripping carelessly onto the bed and the floor, she walks naked to the kitchen, fills a glass with water, returns to the bedroom, and encourages him to drink just a little bit. He had no idea how thirsty he was until the water touches his lips, and he greedily gulps it down. He's hardly swallowed the last drop before sleep claims him again. Early morning light penetrates the cracked blinds when he awakens again, this time with Anne already astride him and gyrating with a rhythm increasing steadily in tempo as she approaches orgasm. Until the moment when he erupts inside her, he hadn't believed he still had anything left in the tank. It isn't until shortly after she's released her hold on his now flaccid penis that he begins to feel the pain from new wounds, bites she's taken from all over him while he slept. He's momentarily astounded that he's somehow slept through more of her feeding on him, but he feels just how tired he is. He knows that this whole experience has taken a lot out of him, and for just a moment his thoughts become clear. Dave entertains the thought of escape, getting dressed and returning home to his comfortable bed, or maybe just checking himself into the hospital. He knows he's too worn out to do anything of the sort. Perhaps it's just the thought of exerting the effort required to leave, or maybe it's just the admission to himself of just how weary he is that gives it power, but he falls asleep again. His mind wanders as slumber overtakes him, and he tries to remember the last time he ate anything. The next few days pass as a blur, fragmentary wakefulness brought on by either agony or ecstasy, until he can't tell the two apart. The whole of his realities become her taking him into her, whether it's through gnashing of teeth or a sticky moistness of her vagina. There is nothing else to his existence beyond the dreamless oblivion of sleep. Little's left of Dave when Anne finishes. The final mouthful of his manhood fights her attempts to chew it, but perseverance wins out. He'd lost his ability to perform hours before he stopped breathing, but she waited until just before he died to begin consuming his cock, just in case. Tasting herself with each bite and enjoying that flavor, he held out longer than she expected, even with her narcotic influence dulling the pain and producing euphoria. Shock is a real concern. In the end, blood loss and starvation competed to finish him off. She'd been betting on blood loss. She dresses hastily, not wanting to stay in the room with the corpse any longer than necessary. And on her way out, she tosses a lit match onto a pile of mail haphazardly strewn all over the dresser, and it ignites. She sees the fire consuming the trailer in her rearview mirror as she drives slowly away in Dave's car. She feels a warm tingling between her legs that quickens her breath. She comes one last time from the memory of what Dave has given her.
American hero Nick Robinson, everyone.